My name is Eva Sandelgard. I'm Swedish and I live in Chamonix, France. I lived here since the last 22 years or something. I first came here, young hairdresser from Stockholm, to do a bit of a change before going to New York to become a big hairstylist. And I just wanted to breathe a bit, and that kind of changed my life. Suddenly I didn't want to go to New York. I wanted to do more of Chamonix, and I started snowboarding and I just loved it. And I said that I'm not going to stop this. And that kind of made me come into 10 years of snowboard career. So I started competing in moguls, and then I have a friend that said to me, oh, you should start to jump cliffs, Eva, because you're not afraid. So I did that. I started jumping big cliffs here in Chamonix. Suddenly I've got footage from photographers that published this in magazines. So I got invited for the first ever done freeride world tour competition in Verbier at the Bec de Ros. I came there, looked up at the Bec de Ros where we were supposed to ski down the next following day, and I was nearly in tears.
If you make a mistake, you're going to the bottom and you're going over multiple cliff bands.
I'd never seen something so rocky and steep. I was in a bit of a panic. But suddenly when that was focused and going down, once down, I just want to go up again. The stress was done and I loved it. You can never know if you win, but sometimes I kind of knew by my riding that that was a very, very good run, and I had a big possibility to win it.
I was really scared, really young, coming in this really steep face and like seeing all these big icons. And Eva was one of them. She was the girl charging. She was sending really big lines, and yeah, basically had a huge respect for what she was doing.
I suppose I got trained to focus with the stress and make the stress come into some kind of power in a way. First I thought I was lucky, but then actually I don't believe in luck, I believe in hard work.
Make me in trance. You drive me crazy, baby, let's make a mess. The way you move, make me in trance.
The cool thing with the whole snowboard deal was that actually I got out in the nature, I got snowboarding, which I love, but also I had all these trips. For example, one of the trips were to go to McKinley and to get up to the summit and then snowboard down. I wanted to snowboard down the Messner Couloir. I'd never been sleeping in a tent for 3 weeks every night and carry all my stuff behind me. We didn't have any Sherpas, so I had a big pulka behind me with 20 kilos, which I thought something was wrong because first step I was going to take, nothing moved. But actually it was just that it was so heavy. It took 3 weeks to get up there. Once we were up at the high camp, it was beautiful weather, so we just decided to go. We went up the next following day and we summited. After many hours of walking, snowboard on the backs and started snowboarding down. Next trouble was to actually find the Messner Couloir. So I had a bit of a panic, and suddenly it was right there in front of us. So we had the whole big Messner Couloir and we did it. So that's the one biggest achievement I did. Coming down to the base camp, I got to know that I was the first woman in the world that snowboarded down the Messner. Being a snowboarder in the early days wasn't a full-time job. I was always developing my hairdressing skills and my salon business. For me, it's a passion on the same level. I've been working a couple of years now in Fashion Week in Paris with Laurent Philippon, one of the best hairstylists in the world. The whole idea with the Fashion Week is something that's been on for many years. It's where the designers want to be someday. You kind of have to have a name already to succeed to get in there. I'm responsible for Laurent's team, for all his assistants. I'm taking care of all his hairdressers working for him, looking after them, looking that they're doing the right work. It's a lot of pressure for us to create the right look for the designer. I want to give him as much as I can because I want him to be happy and that he have done the best show he can do.
Don't you ever let it stop before it starts.
What I've learned from being a snowboarder and a hairdresser is that the more time, passion and energy you put into it, the better you'll be and you can achieve absolutely anything.